WordSpiel can be played in 45 minutes and is for 2 to 6 players. WordSpiel also comes with a timer. Each player's turn is 1 minute. Use the timer to help you keep track. The red Start/Stop button starts and stops the time. The Reset button resets the time back to 1 minute. The timer beeps when you have 10 seconds left for your turn, and it beeps again once your turn is over. Begin by dealing 10 cards to each player. Once players organize their hands, flip over the top card from the pile to start the game. The player to the dealer's left goes first by creating a word that begins with the letter on the flipped card. You can use as many cards as you want to make your word. In a clockwise rotation, each player builds a word that begins with the last letter or letters played. As words are added, spiral the cards around the deck. Players can go back as many letters as they want in order to form their word. For example, this player uses the UN from fun to create unite. This player uses the entire word unite and creates united by simply adding a D. You can use a dictionary even on your own turn. Once a player runs out of cards, the round is over and scores are recorded. Each card left in a player's hand is worth 1 point. This player would have 2 points. The deal then rotates clockwise. The player with the lowest score at the end of the 5th round wins. Now it's time for the nitty-gritty. What if I don't like my cards? If you don't like your cards, you can exchange up to 3 per round when it's not your turn or before the round begins. Simply lay down a card in front of you and pick up a card from the pile. Use the cards in front of you to keep track of how many cards you've exchanged throughout the round. What if I can't make a word or I run out of time? Pick up a card from the deck, and before you look at it, seriously, no peeking, decide whether you want to add it to your hand or place it at the end of the spiral. Don't worry, this card doesn't have to create a word, but the next player must use it to make their word. Regardless of whether you add the card to your hand or to the end of the spiral, your turn is over and play continues to the next player. What words am I allowed to play? All words are allowed, even common abbreviations, like TSP for teaspoon. But there are some exceptions. Contractions, like don't, acronyms, like VIP for very important person, hyphenated words, like part-time, proper nouns, which are noticeable by starting with a capital letter in the dictionary, like Alaska and Robert. And finally, common abbreviations that stand for proper nouns, like CA for California. What if I don't have time to play 5 rounds? Pick the number of rounds before you begin. It's up to you. Just remember to have fun. Want more frenzied fun? Collect all of Set Enterprises games for unforgettable moments that last a lifetime.
Warning, these games can be addictive. Play at your own risk. If you cannot stop playing, please visit setgame.com.